Anything you discovered or rediscovered about comedy in this journey as a solo stand-up comedian that like really kind of opened your eyes a little bit?
For sure. Like, don't be afraid to try it, I think is the biggest thing, right? You just get out there and don't be afraid to try it. And trying to find your voice is a journey. Like, I ended up being most comfortable being a storyteller. I tell stories, that's it. That's my kind of format, you know? I kind of equate it to hanging out with like an old Italian uncle that's telling you some stories, right? And it weaves itself into a way of its own thing. Like, so with my new hour that I'm out with now, Let's Get Into It, it's sort of developed into like, why are people the way they are? You know, so it was like, becomes the new thing that I'm talking about, but it's all story based.
And on the bottom left-hand corner of every check is what I like to call an opportunity. Yeah, that's right, the memo section, 4 with a blank line, and you get to tell the whole world, what has this check been written for? And if you're not writing the word sexual favors on that line, get out. Get out. Get out. Thank you, but go.
Do you miss Jokers at all?
Oh yeah, I mean, working with your best friends every day and laughing, of course, you miss that part of it, you know, but you get acclimated to the new stuff. It's funny, because people, I think, from the outside have a different perspective, because they're still my friends. People are like, he never sees them, you know, like, we're just not friends from work anymore, you know? But it is different, because now you have to make an effort, and you're juggling each other's schedules, as opposed to, we used to have this joke, I would say, see you in 12 hours to Q when we said goodbye, because we knew we would.
Murr was just on a podcast, on Christian Harloff's podcast, and he said that he had just been texting you, and then, of course, was asked inevitably, well, would you ever welcome him back? And he's like, of course we'd love to have him back. But I guess, like, for you, would you ever go back? Or is it...
Yeah, I mean...
Could you do both? Could you do the solo thing and Joker?
No, that's what I was trying to do, and it affected my life in an adverse way. So why would I do that? Wouldn't make any sense, you know. But as far as working with those guys again when something happens, or going back, like, I'll never say never. You know, you don't know. But I mean, to be in charge and be able to control when I could be, what I have to do and where I go. Like, I go do the podcast for a day, and I get a month's worth of work done in a day, and those other 29 days I could be home or doing whatever, you know. So it's a little different for that.
But it was nice to hear him say that, at least, because it could split the other way, right? I'm sure they could look at it as, well, we were splitting this 4 ways, now we're only splitting it 3 ways.
Why bring him back?
Why bring him back? So it was kind of nice to hear. I'm sure that's got to be, you know, whether those conversations only happen publicly or in private, it's got to be nice.
They don't only happen publicly, you know.
Okay.
I mean, we're friends, so we've always spoken about things too. And the thing about it is, you know, your friends that you like to work with and make laugh for money, of course everybody wants to be a part of it. So like, you'd be like, why not?